There's this age-old question. Are great product leaders born or are they made? We spend so much time and energy hunting for that one perfect person, that one unicorn leader. But what if we're looking at it all wrong? What if the real secret isn't finding them, but actually building an entire architecture for leadership right inside your own team? That's what we're going to dig into.
I mean, think about it. Whenever a product just explodes onto the scene and becomes a massive hit, what's the first question everybody asks? Who's the genius behind it? We love that story of the lone visionary, right? It's compelling, it's simple, but is it actually true?
Yeah, that old myth loves to paint this picture of the lone wolf, the one visionary who has that eureka moment in the shower. But the reality? Well, the source material we're looking at today says it looks completely different. Real, long-lasting success isn't about one person having a light bulb moment. Nope, it's about the whole team figuring out how to build the lamp, plug it in, and keep it shining bright together. It's a total team sport.
All right, so if we're going to make that shift, we have to let go of this idea of the lone leader. We need to completely change the paradigm right from the very foundation. Let's break down how we can do that. So here's the difference, really, in a nutshell. On one hand, you've got the old solo leader model. This is all about top-down decisions where one person calls the shots. But on the other hand, you have the collaborative team model, which is all about shared ownership and everyone tackling problems together. And look, this isn't just some passing fad. It is the absolute foundation of how great products get built today. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually build this kind of collaborative model? Well, the starting point isn't some dusty old textbook. It's about rolling up your sleeves and getting your hands dirty with a real-world case study. That's how you lay the foundation. So, this first step is what we can call the case study method, and it's pretty straightforward. You take a real product, something that's actually out there, and you just deconstruct it. You pull it apart. Now, why do it this way? Because the point isn't just to look at what went right. The real goal is to dig in and find these specific leadership challenges that team ran into. We're talking about learning from the messy, complicated reality, not just the shiny, polished success story you read about online. Because trust me, that's where the gold is hidden.
And once you've done that analysis, once you've dug through those real-world challenges, you're not just left with a bunch of interesting stories. What you really have is the raw material, the building blocks to create a solid, actionable framework for your own team's strategy. This is where the magic happens, turning those insights into actual action. Your deep dive into that case study, it should give you everything you need to build smarter product strategies, figure out how to get your team collaborating more effectively, and, this is the big one, pinpoint the exact skills and knowledge your team is missing. Suddenly, you have a clear target. It's like having a treasure map showing exactly what great looks like for your team. But look, having that list of skills, that map, well, that's just the start, right? It shows you the destination. The most important part, the part that actually makes a difference, is the application. How do you take this framework and actively use it to grow the future leaders you already have on your team and, help them get to that destination? Well, the key tool for this is something called a training needs analysis, or TNA for short. And don't let the name intimidate you. Think of it like this. It's not just some boring survey, it's a really systematic way to measure the gap. The gap between the skills your team needs, that destination on our map, and the skills they actually have right now. And this is where it all clicks into place. That TNA takes what was just an abstract list of skills and turns it into a real, tangible, concrete plan of action. It literally shows you exactly where you need to invest your time and resources, whether that's in training, mentoring, or professional development, to close those skill gaps and start building up your team's leadership muscle from the inside out. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here, walking through this whole architectural process. Let's take a step back for a second and look at the complete blueprint for how you can build, not just find, great product leadership. It really boils down to 3 clear steps. Step 1, you start in the real world. Learn from a case study to see what the real challenges are. Step 2, you build your framework from that. You define the strategies, the best ways to collaborate, and the specific skills your team needs to win. And finally, step 3, you apply it. You use that training needs analysis to create a tailored, specific plan for growth. Simple as that. So what this whole process shows us is that great leadership isn't some kind of magic. It's architecture. It's something that can be designed, planned, and constructed. So the final question to leave you with isn't, can I build it? It's, what's the very first block you're going to lay down to start building this for your own team?